So you're lying in bed in the middle of the night and you feel like you can't breathe. You feel like there's something sitting on your chest. You try to scream, but you can't. You try to move, but you can't. This is sleep paralysis, and it's been happening to people for ever, it seems like. And that's what we're going to talk about today, our anglers. This is our roundup on sleep paralysis, or the demon sitting on your chest. And as usual, we're going to talk about both sides of this argument. We'll start with the supernatural side or the preternatural side. I've known a lot of people who believe that this is a demon sitting on their chest, some kind of a demonic oppression. And not only do they feel the thing sitting on their chest, they'll often feel the bed shake, and they'll feel, maybe hear voices or see something. It could be a dog, it could be a cloaked figure or something like that, or an old hag. In Ireland they call it the hag, the old hag sitting on your chest. And they believe it's a spiritual thing, a demon or something like that. And these people will claim that it goes away when they start praying, and it vanishes. So this is proof that it's some kind of a demonic force that's sitting on you. And other parts of this, some people say, no, it's not demons. Maybe you're being abducted by an alien or something along those lines. Which brings me back to a point that a friend of mine made when I made the Fae video about the Fae people are not your friends. That some of these legends about abduction and all that. Now the perpetrator may have changed, but the story is the same. Something comes into your room at night, takes you away, maybe exchanges you, something along those lines. We used to call them fairies. Now we're calling them aliens, and people are swearing that that's happened, and this could be part of that phenomenon too. Maybe it could be aliens, maybe it could be fairies, it could be whatever. Maybe your particular belief system is correct about them, and the others aren't. Anyway, that's the discussion of, or it's not the entire discussion. We'll have a huge discussion about it if you like. That's the, I should say, yeah, the supernatural, preternatural worldview on what's happening to you. Now, the scientific worldview is something pretty simple. There's a mechanism in your brain that actually shuts off your body, parts of your body, your skeletal muscles, not all of them, or so you can breathe, but shuts those down for you. So when you're dreaming, you don't act out your dreams. You don't flail around and hit somebody or yourself or hurt yourself or get up and sleepwalk off a cliff or whatever it was. It's a mechanism that's in our heads, and then sometimes this is followed by hypnagogic hallucinations. Sometimes hearing voices, seeing things. Sometimes it's not. But in all these cases, eventually the thing fades away and you're back to normal. But I think that's pretty interesting that there's actually a mechanism in our brain that, while we're asleep, shuts off our muscles. But they say that the paralysis event here can be happening when our brain is still partially awake, but our body's shut off. So we have a incongruency here. We have cross lines hitting and causing this phenomenon. And they've looked at it in sleep studies and things like that. They're not entirely sure what causes this scientifically, but some of it they think it's sleep deprivation. Sleeping on your back is something that usually only occurs when you sleep on your back. So these are some of the things that happen that can possibly do it. Those are two of the things, and it could be strange medicines, or no, I shouldn't say strange medicines, new medicines you're taking, or a different kind of medicine that could be causing this. That's the scientific look at this, of how it happens, and so. Anyway, how do you prevent this kind of thing? Well, again, it depends on your worldview. Who knows? Maybe you could bless your room with sage and salt and some of the other things to keep the things away. Maybe you can pray, and bless your room and on that kind of thing, and command out the spirits. Maybe you can do whatever it is in your, like I say, in your supernatural or spiritual worldview would require you to banish something like this. Scientifically, what you need to do is get plenty of sleep. You need to make sure you don't sleep on your back if you can avoid that, and also make sure you check your medicines and talk to your doctor. If this happens, I want to stress this: talk to your doctor. Okay, so it also could be a symptom of some kind of sleep apnea. I'm not a medical professional, but check this out if it's happening. I want to stress that. But anyway, that's the that should say. That's this phenomenon of sleep paralysis and the demon sitting on your chest, the old hag, the witch, as some of them have called it, some of them straight up demon or something along those lines. Um, I want to thank my new subscribers, and I want to thank some users for encouraging me in my endeavors here. I really do appreciate that. So, if you can, go ahead and like and subscribe. Do the old YouTube thing. You guys know how to do it by now if you've been following YouTube, and I sure would appreciate it. I'm trying to get up to 100 people so I can actually uh, basically so I can do some live streaming. That would be a lot of fun, and so I can maybe interact and talk with people directly, and go from there. That'd be excuse me. That would be a great thing to be able to do. Oh yeah, the one I wanted to thank was Reesfan, RESIEFAN, and my friends from my forums and things like that, and my personal friends out there. Thank you guys for following me, and thank you for encouraging me on my channel. And we will see you next time.